Hey you guys, welcome to this week's reading. Apologies for missing last week. I had good intentions, but it just wasn't meant to be. I feel like I'm going through upgrades and I hope it reflects in the reading. So let's begin. God, archangels, angels, ancestors, and spirit guides, please guide this reading. Please let me be a clear channel for your divine love, wisdom, and guidance. We have I am strong. And what's immediately coming to mind is that it's Leo season. Leo, which is represented by the Strength card, hello, as well as the Sun. And we have the Seven of Wands coming out, wow, with the Four of Wands. 7 plus 4 is 11. Seven of Wands is Leo energy, Leo Mars, which can be defensive. I'm hearing loyal and fiercely protective as well. And I'm also seeing this crystal. I don't know what kind of crystal this is actually. I want to say it's some kind of agate, but it's kind of like creamy pink and beige. But I'm seeing a little face on there, and it's reminding me of Jupiter. So some sort of expansion. It's also making me think like physical upgrades, like your face is looking better. It's reminding me too that my poor sister just got elbowed in the face. But yeah, I don't know. For the viewer, please. Wow, Ace of Wands, stunning. So definitely a lot of fire energy, lots of new beginning energy. We love this. I'm just noticing everything that you can see that I didn't intend for you to see. Let me just clean up this. There we go. So yeah, Ace of Wands, passionate new beginning. I just heard Hellstorm. Yeah, it doesn't feel negative or scary though, but we have the Ten of Swords coming out with the Movement of Pentacles, which interestingly feels like the end of slow progress or the end of feeling stuck. Or I'm also getting this energy. This could be like a fire, no, but maybe an earth sign that some sort of progress against you has been halted just because of the way when I hold it like this little buffalo guy is facing the opposite direction of this tiger. So it's like and this is the card of endings, the Ten of Swords. It's also Gemini Sun, and this is Virgo energy. So two Mercury energies. The other message I'm getting is like there could be some mental confusion presently, or that is coming to an end just because of this Ten of Swords energy. And we are in Mercury retrograde right now. But it also feels like where you've been stagnant, it's like a new fire begins. I'm getting like a plane taking off. So some trips could be planned at this time. Wow, now we have more Gemini energy. My little sister is a Gemini with the Lovers, major arcana number 6. 6, the number of love. It's also the third eye chakra. So there's some sort of illusions that are coming to an end. And maybe there were illusions about, I'm hearing about progress. Oh, there's the Seven of Wands again. Wow, with the Seven of Swords, 7, 7. And then the Ten of Cups. That's kind of the energy I'm getting, where it's like some sort of self-sabotage or blind spot that you were missing. It's like where you thought you were stuck. I'm hearing you were being held. It's like you're not being stopped. You're being held. It's not a punishment, it's a gift. So there's some sort of perspective shift possible here. This can certainly be, oh wow, yeah, especially with the Lovers. Just because I said blind spot, we're going to get a blind spot card. But yeah, with the Lovers, like there could have been some sort of a divine alignment, maybe even with a counterpart. And yeah, with I am strong, what's that biblical story about the guy pushing the rock, and he doesn't actually need to move the rock, he just needs to push against the rock in order to get strong enough. I want to say worthy. So yeah, you could have been halted at a certain juncture in your life, so as to, or even caught up in these karmic cycles where you were gaining the skills and the discernment to be able to be on the same wavelength with the divine counterpart, with the lovers here. This is a lot of mercurial energy though as well. Ooh, I'm feeling my right hand get itchy, and that means like your masculine energy, you're gonna need to be giving something soon. There's gonna be some sort of output, and maybe you weren't strong enough in the past to be able to offer as much as you can now. It's like you needed to go through these trials and tribulations, through these lessons, through these different relationships that maybe weren't aligned for a long period of time, or like they didn't work out, but it was your training ground, I'm hearing. So in order for you to gain the strength to be able to hold the same frequency as your divine counterpart, as a soulmate, or a twin flame, if you believe in that. And this can be romantic, but it doesn't have to be. I know my dog was definitely a soulmate for me, and she left once I had learned the lesson. Wow, 47. I just got this card recently for personal readings. That was another reason I couldn't come do these readings, because I had a bunch of personal readings come up. But I'm forgetting what this is. It could be isolation, actually. Let's see. But again, 47, we got the 4 and the 7 of Wands. Yeah, it's like, yeah, the 4 of Wands too. It's like Spirit was, the divine was protecting this partnership. It's like it had to come now, or at a certain time, maybe sometime in the future. But the timing, like the divine governs time. Okay, this is looking outside. Okay. So it says, I guess there's nothing to really look at here. I don't know. Maybe you want to see it. It says, if you have drawn this sigil, you are looking to the outside when you should be looking for answers within. It is very likely, if you have drawn this sigil, that you are currently looking to everything else to make a decision or to know what is right. You are being quick to assume that people around you know what you do not know, and you are quick to emulate them as a result. For example, we tend to slow down our speed on the highway if cars ahead of us are slowing down without knowing why, because we assume other people do know why. We tend to accept a doctor's diagnosis or advice without seeking a second opinion or honoring our own intuition about our own bodies, because we assume that being a professional means that someone always knows. We tend to buy and wear what celebrities wear and use products celebrities use because we think they have their finger on the pulse of something we don't, and they have things we want to have. We tend to adopt our parents' values because as children we assume they know better than we do. In fact, they often tell us so. Having a sense of self versus other is part of participating in this physical dimension. The individual perspective and experience is what is currently serving the expansion of this universe, and so we perceive a difference between ourselves and the rest of the world. It is possible, if you have drawn this sigil, that you struggle with boundaries. A boundary is the imaginary line that uniquely defines your personal happiness, personal feelings, thoughts, integrity, desires, personal needs, and therefore, more importantly, personal truth from the rest of the universe. Personal truth cannot be defined by anyone other than you, because no one can step into your body and think and feel and desire for you. Developing boundaries is a crucial part of finding and then expressing your true self. It is a crucial part of making the decision that is right for you personally. Sometimes we need to stop being defiant, 7 of Wands, and respect the validity of the perspectives of people who are experts, people who know more than we do about something. But if you have drawn this sigil, this is not the moment, that moment. You are being called to march to the beat of your own drum. You are being called to become aware of or heed your own mind and your own feelings and your own sense of knowing, even if it contradicts what other people are thinking, saying, and doing. Stop relying on the cues you are receiving from your environment. You really do know what is highest and best and truth in this scenario, no matter whether or not you have the bravery to admit it. Yeah, and I'm definitely feeling that vibration right now of like not really being interested. I've definitely been there and probably still am in some ways. But yeah, I can, it's like once you get strong enough, once you get elbowed in the face enough, to use my sister as an example, it starts becoming a necessity for you to I don't want to say defend yourself, but I will. And it's not even defensiveness so much as integrity. Yeah, let's get this one now. These are all upright, but never mind. Came out in reverse, 11 on the clock. I love it. Wow. Okay, we'll take that. And what else? We got Dharma, Yamas, I forget what that is, and Chinamasta in reverse. I don't feel like reading them yet though, so I'm just gonna keep getting more cards, and then when it's time, it is time. Wow, what was that? The fault line. Yeah, and that's coming up over that movement of pentacles. Yeah, it's like you needed to recognize where, like if you were in a different karmic cycles, it's like you needed to recognize the ways in which people mistreated you or betrayed you or were not aligned with you. You needed to recognize why they were a vibrational match for you at that time though. And kind of through the contrast of how they treated you, but you want, how do I say that? Through the contrast, you were able to find the shape of you were able to find out who you are, basically through pain. Yeah. We have the moon with emotions, instincts, receptivity, safety. Yeah, and then exactly. It's like through your emotional experience of pain, through having these intuitions of like, I think this person is mistreating me, and then finding out, oh, they were, or like, I'm not sure if I trust this person, and then you see like something happens, it's like, okay, that's why I felt that way. It's like you had to go through these experiences in order to learn. I mean, it's so simple that it's like almost mundane to say it, but for me, that, like, if I can understand something, I can let it go. And if I can let it go, then I'm free. And that's all I ever want. We have I am with the first house at the bottom of the deck. This is Aries and Mars energy. And so it's like, yeah, from this moon energy, 1313, you were able, the death card is number 13, transformation, Scorpio energy. It forced you to recognize yourself. Like I recognize in my past where I almost tried to not be a person, you know, like not have opinions or strong feelings or, yeah, I just like not really be, so that I wasn't seen, so that I wasn't cumbersome to anyone, so that I was out of the way. And like my highest ideal was almost to be unperceived, which is not freedom. Yeah, passion and abundance. Gosh, what a contrast. And then balance at the bottom. Passion and abundance. Yeah, it's like, that's the contrast. It's like the fear of being seen is, prevents you from really feeling and experiencing desire, experiencing passion, fully experiencing like life. It's almost like we can desire death. Especially with 1313 coming out. It's like, what am I thinking of? It's like when our greatest desire is just for the suffering to end, that will only happen when we're dead. And so it's not really a conscious like ideation of you know, wanting to, I don't want to keep saying that. It's not really that. It's more so just fear of being alive, or not knowing how to be alive and enjoy life, not knowing how to be alive without pain, which is really sad. We have number 13 again with confidence, and 35 with mother. Is this reading making sense? I can feel how different it is from my other readings, and it's making me lose confidence. That's the thing, it's like security. Yeah, and that mother energy. We have number 18 with transformation and sea otter. Number 36 with purpose and shark. Both are 9s. 9 is the hermit. So yeah, there was like pain that you had to experience in order to push you within, in order to stop looking out and to look within, like this blind spot card said. It almost looks like there's a little otter in this card too. But this is the Seas of Mintaka, seeing potential and bringing unconsciousness to light. Yeah, it's like when your primary focus is on hiding, like not wanting to be seen, not wanting to be a burden, not wanting to have an opinion, you are not only hiding, no, the only person you're hiding from is yourself, because other people see what you're doing. But you don't, so you don't learn who you are. And so if you're not like engaging in that process directly, it will happen indirectly through your relationships. And it's often, yeah, painful, but ultimately healing. And yes, number 24 with progression of roots and evolution. Just as I was looking at this stellium card, which is about reinforcement and concentration. Stellium is when you have 3 or more planets in one sign. So it's like where there was this desire to be less, what spirit actually needed you to do is to be more of yourself, to be more extreme in your desires, to be more passionate so that you can attract more abundance. It's not about disconnection, but about connection with the most extreme, most unusual, most unique aspects of yourself. Instead of looking outside and mirroring, matching yourself, comparing yourself to others and trying to blend in, to camouflage, Spirit wants you to do just the opposite, to connect to who you are within and express that unique soul vibration, to share that disruptive, maybe even triggering vibration. Because, you know, we don't start doing things for no reason. We don't become addicted to patterns for no reason. There's a very good reason. And it's like you were the only one that didn't trust that reason or didn't see the origin point. And it feels like, yeah, it certainly could be around mother, certainly could be around your own sense of confidence, your own belief in yourself. It certainly could be because too, you were very strong. Like speaking from experience, you might have learned to see your strength as a weakness because it was different, and because it set you apart. And there was maybe a fear of being set apart, maybe a fear of abandonment. We have number 51, Watcher, 2 of Pentacles. Number 26, Book, 10 of Pentacles. Number 50, Canoe, 2 of Swords. Interesting. Yeah, it's like these choice points. There's been these crossroads that you've been brought to. And again, I'm hearing unique soul journey. And there's something about like maybe your Akashic records here with books. It's like I'm getting this energy of like researching and making your decisions from like an educated perspective. Interesting that we have 50 and 51 as well. It's almost like, yeah, the karma was... Your karma was like repeating some sort of lineage habits that maybe your mother or karmic patterns. It's like, and you're doing things like by the book, and allowing, you know, doing the right thing. It's like spirit gives us freedom to make choices, and based on those choices, we learn about ourselves. And so it's like I'm seeing this pattern of making the right choice, doing things that are, you know, from a mind space of like, this is what my father before me did, and you know, this is what the Bible or some sort of someone else told me to do, and so I'm going to do the right thing. And it's like only by allowing you that freedom to explore that path are you able to, again, through contrast, recognize, fuck, that's boring. Or like, that really drained my soul energy, even though it was the right thing. And now it gives you the confidence to go, let me just listen to myself for a little bit, you know? Yeah, we got number 4, Anapausis. Okay, let's start reading now. I think I've touched on everything. And then I think this one too, Pallas Athene. I think it's an asteroid, Inner Wisdom. I want to start with this one, actually. This book isn't written in a very fanciful way. It's pretty logical from what I can recall. But I just want to learn what this Pallas Athene is, or remind myself. There it is. It says, Pallas Athene's glyph resembles a spear, which denotes the warrior aspect of the asteroid, and can also be linked to a sharp mind and quick movement or mental agility. Ruled by Leo, Libra, and Aquarius. Keywords: wisdom, curiosity, justice, creativity, visualization, courage, and intuition. And it's interesting too, because I was getting that polarity with the Aquarius symbol here in Uranus, with I connect. That's the opposite polarity to Leo, and that is, you know, Leo is this confidence energy. It's also this Ace of Wands energy. I mean, arguably that's Aries, but still fire. And there's something about, yeah, like your real confidence doesn't come from hiding in someone else's clothes. I've been having so many dreams, or no, how do I say that? In my dreams, I was wearing another person's shoes last night. And they were mismatched too, which I think is interesting. But there's, yeah, instead of wearing someone else's shoes, instead of putting on a mask to hide who you are, it's like your real confidence comes from how you stand out from the crowd. Okay, it says, this is also on page number 77, which we love. It says, Pallas Athene represents the level of intelligence that is creative rather than the active mind. It can be depicted as a flash of insight or sudden inspiration, but also the intelligence that comes from one's perception and the capacity for us to envision a goal. That's big Aquarius energy, that lightning strike of the tower. It represents the ability to connect with our intuition and higher self, as well as our curiosity, which enables us to develop our capacity to connect with our environment. The astrological correspondence with Leo is manifested through the creative process of art and arts, such as drawing, design, photography, and the capability to use these crafts as a way to help humanity expand. As the ruler of Libra, Pallas is connected with political matters and represents the feminine hero. She fights for justice and describes the role of an activist, feminist, and acts as the voice who defends small groups that are oppressed. Pallas Athene also represents, through Aquarius, the archetype androgyny and the Kundalini force that leads to enlightenment, the development of one's psychic abilities, and the connection with our intuition, as well as how we express our practicality and rationality. Interesting. Also interesting too that I'm going to my cousin's wedding today, and her name is Athena. And Athena, I think, was the goddess of, she was really intelligent, and this Athena is also super intelligent. Okay, where are we reading next now? I don't really think I want to read these animal ones. I think we're going to go for these ones, and then I don't really want to read the fault line. Let's read the fault line first. Get it out of the way. I'm scared of it. I don't want it. It's like, yeah, again, there's that energy of like, I don't want anything to be wrong. I don't want to look at where it's dark. But it's like, this is where I'm hearing like hidden revelation. This is this is a boundary too. It's like, if you won't make the boundary, spirit will make it for you. 161. Okay. Sorry, that was just a message directly for me. But also it's like heart opening as well as third eye opening. And that's what I was saying, like that intuition energy is coming through a lot with the Lovers card, number 6 being the third eye. And it's like your third eye only opens when you can see through, I don't know if that's true, but I'm going to say it. That's what's coming to mind. So when you can see through illusion, when you can look with love, when we look with our binary eyes, black and white, the fault line, when we look at things from the mind, like our eyeballs are literally just like an extension of our brain, which is like kind of sickening to me. Where the third eye is more of like a whole, it's like looking through your soul as opposed to looking through your mind. Does that make sense? You know, it's integrated. It's not black or white. Everything is as it is, or everything is gray, I guess you could say. It's the higher perspective. It's the higher truth. Yeah, arguably that's justice. So 161, it's like beginning to see clearly. Anyway, it says, imagine walking across a frozen lake that begins to crack before your eyes. No matter how optimistic and brave you might be, panic ensues. You become fearful and tense and long for stable ground. Such is the energy of the fault line. It's the energy of walking on eggshells. I got chills all over. Of precarious dynamics, of sensing what is ready to break open. It's into chaos. It's likely this cracking open is overdue as fault lines develop slowly and naturally from underlying elemental pressures. This card comes as a potent warning not to deny the shakiness that is afoot. It's much better to prepare yourself for change than to walk along the fault line pretending all is well. There is no easy fix for the situation at hand. It will require a foundational shift that alters the current dynamics from the ground up. When light, redefining reality, breaking open. When dark, precariousness, pretending delusion. Reminds me of my dream, another part of my dream last night where I was walking on like a bridge that was had a lot of movement, and I was really high up, and I ended up having to like grab this ceiling beam for stability and then just sit down, and I had to just go, I can't do this, and like turn around and make my way back. But it was something about admitting I cannot do this that felt important, and also recognizing the absolute terror, but also recognizing how at first I just was like like walking like straight out there, you know. And that's the beauty of innocence or delusion, I guess. And yeah, the weak link is standing out to me. But also what's coming to mind is like, this can be scary, but scary doesn't mean bad. Scary just means, what makes us experience fear? Novelty. We feel threatened, but what feels threatened? What part of you feels threatened? You know, is it your ego, or is it your inner child? Is it some sort of wound, some sort of aspect of yourself that you learn to demonize or see as wrong and bad, but actually isn't, actually is the part of you that needs to be scratched? You know, it's like, Teal Swan says something about that, like where the parts of us that need to be seen or expressed the most, we will resist the most. We will deny the most. And something about that is just so, so human. And now I want to read this Goddess Chinamasta, because I'm pretty sure this is a badass card. I can't remember in reverse, but we will find out. Okay, yeah. So it says Goddess of Radical Self-Transcendence in reverse. It says, and this is page number 113. Chinamasta has come to tell you that you are giving up too much. Who you are, what you have to offer, your divine gifts and love. You have lost your head in the pursuit of helping others, and it has left you confused, empty, and numb. It's time to set boundaries, to remember who you truly are. You don't need to sacrifice your individuality to gain appraisal and acceptance. Instead, use this experience to go deeper into your truth, and you will come out on the other side as more self-aware and empowered than ever before. Exactly. No more hiding, no more putting the mask on. I mean, sure, you can, like, go ahead. I'm not telling you what to do, but I feel like this is what you're already doing. You know, it's like, yeah, that Aquarius energy. And it's so interesting too that Aquarius is both the individual and everyone, you know, because we are all individual, meaning like Aquarius is the rule breaker, the radicalist, but it's also like it governs networks and humanity. Okay, the 8 stages of yoga, universal morality. Your kindness, compassion, and generosity beam to all around you. The ahimsa, compassion you display to all living things, does not go unnoticed. Wow, that makes me want to cry. Only honesty flows from your lips. You speak words, wow, steeped in truth, satya. You display honor in your asteya, non-stealing, because of your deep sense of brahmacharya, control. You focus on what truly matters and have let go of excess belongings, practicing aparigraha, or non-possessiveness. Continue shedding all that doesn't serve you as you blossom closer to your highest self. Wow, and that came up on page 63, which is again is another 9, which is that hermit energy of going within and basically doing everything that card was just talking about, letting go. Letting go and going in. Why does that sound like a paradox? Letting go and going in. Because one's a releasing and one's like a pressure, like a deepening. Yeah, because it's letting go to receive who you really are. Okay, density, dullness, inertia, tamas. Upright. You are in a period of hibernation, which is sometimes needed to blossom into a butterfly. Your body is in between lines of a poem, notes of a song, steps of a dance. Use this time to fully rejuvenate your system, allowing proper rest and food. Know when it is time to emerge from your cocoon and show the world the gifts you have been cultivating. Stillness is only balanced when followed by action. Yeah, that makes me want to like hiccup. So that's like a solar plexus energy. It could be hard for you to sit still. I definitely struggle with that. I'm often forced to sit still, not often, but yeah, often I guess, through injury. But I think I'm learning. I think I'm learning how to like be a little bit more at peace with that. I feel like I've been practicing waiting my whole life. That's kind of what karma is, I guess. Where is this Dharma card? I always have such a hard time finding it. That's such a metaphor. Because Dharma can't really be found. Maybe. There it is. It's the first one, isn't it? The last place you look. Listen, page 19, there's the Sun card. Congratulations, you are on the path to fulfilling your highest purpose. You have recently unraveled deeper insight into why you were put here on this planet and are ready to share your gifts in a bigger way. You have realized that the obstacles you have faced were given to you for a reason and have provided you with the strength you need. See, hear that? You hear that? To show up as your highest self. The universe is ready for you to rise up into your Dharma role to uplift the vibration of this entire planet. Continue to listen to the whispers of your soul. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Stunning. I think we'll do Oh, I'm flying. I'm talking fast today. I can feel it. I like just had my coffee. And I've only got a wedding to attend today, you guys. I mean, besides chores. Chores are always there. So yeah, I'm in good spirits. Okay, let's see what this says. This one feels like also going slow. Okay, and number 4 is also the heart chakra, as well as the divine masculine. It says, do not give up, but allow your heart to disengage from your struggles. Give yourself much needed rest. You are in a phase of recovery. Wow, that's like really synchronistic. If you have been off your path, you are going to come back strong. You will regain your spark of passion, inspiration, and devotion. A certain order of events needs to take place for your soul path to come to fruition. Commit yourself to your sacred journey, trusting that the right thing will happen at the right time. The Greek word anapasis refers to the cessation of work so that one can regain strength, renew vitality, and heighten creative productivity. It is a rest for success. The Oracle of Anapasis advises physical, emotional, and psychological rest to reset yourself. That might mean switching off without fear or guilt. It is likely to mean giving up worries and the constant replay of anxiety-ridden speculations. Find some spaciousness and pleasure within and around yourself so you may experience healing and renewal. If you have been considering working with a healer, this is confirmation to pursue such a path. The Oracle, I do Reiki, so yeah. The Oracle also recommends finding spiritual rest, even if you are still working hard. Spiritual rest happens when we take sanctuary in the sacred. We give up trying to become something or other and instead tend fully to the task at hand, completely engaged in the moment. When we do so, we are trusting that the universe knows what it is doing and that we are part of a greater unfolding plan. In modern culture, we can aspire to become someone visible, someone influential, someone powerful, someone important. Yet, no matter how much worldly or even spiritual power a person may appear to have, the idea that one person is more than another belongs to the realm of ego. Spirit loves and respects all beings equally. What our world needs are more people who are spiritually connected to their hearts. As you become such a being, others will seek you out. You don't need to set yourself up as being anything at all. You can enjoy the relief of giving up any obsession with appearances or external validation. Instead, dive deep into the nourishing inner realm of your own soul with trust in all that is and all that shall be. Free from distracting and disempowering pursuits, you may connect, rest, and restore yourself with a real sense of spiritual beauty, value, and presence. In the space of restful immersion, you realize you are enough. Anapasis brings special guidance for those who have been going through deeply challenging struggles of mind, body, and soul. Perhaps you feel exhausted, confused, and afraid. Even if you are still going strong in the outer world, you have a need for spiritual convalescence. You are encouraged to allow yourself adequate rest and to engage in activities geared toward healing. This oracle recognizes that there is something you have been working hard to bring into being. With little more trust in your spiritual connection, you'll find the way easier and more joyful. You don't need to push yourself so hard. Spirit can sustain you through your devotion and commitment so that every effort you make is more than matched by the inflow of spiritual grace. Don't allow your mind or the deranged ways of this world to create weariness and yet another drama. Take rest in the spiritual light of love. Rest from fear, rest from anxiety, rest from needing to work it all out right now. Even on your most confusing or most productive days, you can find renewal in spirit. It is always available to you, even right now. Beautiful. Now I want to get some of these out because they're fun. And fun is important for the viewer. The pain cannot stay, but the love will never leave. Yeah, that's the best way to let go in my experience. Letting the love in, letting the pain move through. Just when I think I've taken more than a fool would, I start falling back in love with you. Falling, Alicia Keys. I keep on falling the way I love you. Okay, I've dropped so many on the floor. Well, 3, so let's get them. And we got, I release the stopper on my heart's joy. Which that's big Leo energy. Oh my gosh, I forgot. I can't really bend. I kind of re-injured my ribs slightly. Oh, interesting. I'm getting it now. That's how this applies to me. It's like a reactivation of a past pain. It says, my tears are falling, no words were coming, salt water running. Yeah, that's Salt Water by Ravina. Yeah, we've been through painful lessons because we are ready to learn and change. Exactly. Boring. Why you checking if you're over it? Faking by Kehlani. And I am single. Interesting. I'm not even going to try to interpret those because I'm lazy. And I feel like it applies or it doesn't. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? I kind of feel like getting some letters now, but also reading this purpose card. But I have a feeling it's the same as the Dharma card. For the viewer, let's see. Ooh, lies. I'm seeing L-I and S. Ooh, whoa, we do have lies. And we have an E. We have 2 E's, 2 S's. Now it's gonna spell Elise. That's my little sister. We have F and R. For real. Be for real right now. Yeah, we have lies with like 2 E's and 2 S's and FR. I'm not gonna try to interpret that. It's just lies and be for real. Be for real, guys. Stop lying to yourself. It's the only person you can really ever lie to. Is that true? I don't know. 36. Okay, transformation number 18. It's also the moon card. It says transformation is a true constant if we allow it. Ooh, there's so much safety in that. Oof. And interesting too that 18 is the moon, which we did get the moon over here with emotions, instincts, receptivity, safety. But in tarot, the moon is fears, illusions, something being hidden sometimes. Like, that's really interesting. It's something about like going towards your fear. I'm seeing you as the sun going towards the moon, and it's like the moon just evaporates. It's just like water vapor as you get close to it. It's inconsequential when you bring true presence to it, because yeah, fear is darkness, and darkness cannot exist with light. I don't know. Is that spiritual bypassing? I don't know. Yeah, transformation is a true constant if we allow it. We can change our future and learn from our past. We should only try to transform ourselves, not someone else, as this is against free will. Do not judge others too quickly or harshly. Relax a little and rise. Number 36, shark with purpose. It says, you are perfectly formed to be who you were born to be. There is a great power in keeping your focus. Procrastination is just another kind of fear, so keep moving forward. You are protected in a difficult task. It says the people of Polynesia had a very different relationship to sharks than most other cultures. Rather than being the object of horror and fear, sharks were honored for their power and purpose and were seen as gods, or aumakua, who could be protective. The shark god Kialiakua Okau was the cousin of Kamohoali'i and the great fire goddess Pele. He was a powerful god, but quite a lonely one. Page 141. That is 4444. He used to swim close to the shore and became friendly with the human people there. The Kau. Oh my gosh, there's too many Hawaiian words in this. It's like I'm losing the plot. I think a shark and a woman had a magic green shark, and yeah, yeah. But interesting that that was basically saying the same thing as me. Where like, what was it? Yeah, rather than being the object of horror and fear, sharks were honored for their power and purpose and seen as gods, which could be protective. Yeah. It's like, again, learning how to use your intuition instead of, and use your emotions as guideposts, as an emotional guidance system, as means of navigation, as opposed to trying to avoid feeling altogether or trying to suppress, disown, and deny your feelings. Maybe even specifically like your feelings of passion. And it's like, if you are feeling stifled or misaligned or disconnected from your passion, yeah, rest is the way forward, because it's like you need to receive in order to know if you want more of that or less. Okay, finally this candle went out. It was like just like this little tiny wick, but it was burning like the whole time, and I kept looking at it like, dang, like when are you gonna go out? And I feel like that's the collective right now. It's like, you don't need to keep doing that, you know? You don't need to keep pushing on that rock. You're not gonna move it. Like, you're just meant to push on it to get stronger. You know that, right? But this collective's like, I am strong. Okay, let's leave this reading here with a ding. Thank you so much for being here. 47 on the clock, and I will see you again soon. Bye.